On this end here, just face the wall over there.
Over there.
Yep, right there, yeah. That's fine. All right, ready? All right, so now what we're gonna do now, Jeff, if we take a look from the side and stuff like that, again, really when you take a look at, so your acromium, here's your clavicle here, your acromium is really broad right here, and this is where that's gonna, and this really, if you take a look even from the side, it's definitely elevated and a little bit anterior tilted. So if that bicep, and this is really big, and these are big here too, a little bit size difference from here again. Size not in the average person, but I'm saying is that this is probably still just all going to be just kind of pulled forward, and this is going to be a little more efficient. So as we think about that posterior capsule, think about a yo-yo. So if that yo-yo is dropping down, right? So it goes down, and then it's got to spin back up to take that slack out. But if it goes to elevate, and your shoulder goes to elevate, and this is tight here, it doesn't allow it to elevate very well. So what's it do? It just pinches up front a little bit farther. So it just leads over time to this issue right in through here.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and do the wind back here now and get this started again. I'm going to turn up the intensity a little bit. Now we're going to do a little bit deeper thermal.
Okay.
So this is using the RET. So this is going to go 500 to 300 kilohertz. So that's going to go deep into the tissue. So what we're seeing now, let me hit this.
I just want to say while there's a break that Jim has an excellent collection of cassette tapes that I'm looking at. And he's got the TV VCR combo. It's directly, and I wish I had one of those, dude. I had one of those in 2018, and I was using it playing a tape while I was lifting, and the thing fell off. And
are you serious?
I got that thing for $5 at a yard sale. I would have paid $50 for it at that yard sale, and it broke.
That thing is going to be worth something someday. That's RCA, like it's like a tennis TV screen with that thing's been there since my kids were,
Yeah.
So get that. I don't know where we got that from. We got a garage sale someplace.
Yeah. Well, if you see another one, let me know.
I'll pick one up for you.
I need a replacement.
We played more Barney tapes through that thing right there than ever.
Yeah, Barney and Dora and all that stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're just using, now what we're doing is instead of having the plate being attached distally to maybe an extremity or something like that, now this is the return plate. So now that deep current is being shot through the joint and then matching up with the side over here. So now we can come right in that area.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's really neat stuff. So sometimes you need to have a little more of this right here. And then the machine will start up automatically. And then wherever this plate is here, it'll go ahead and then shoot that current right to that opposite side. So this is only going to help to calm that tissue down a little bit. So what we'll do then, we'll spend just a few minutes here doing this, and then we'll move from this down this part of your 15-minute treatment down to the tooling to the last few minutes or so of that. This will get deeper here, and then what we'll do is we'll show you some of those stretches to make sure you're going over those, and then give you some of those exercises to work on, and then see how that goes. So a lot of that sideline external rotation is going to be good to work on. Again, the biggest thing is to work at below 90, and also serratus anterior, so that those boxers' muscles, those ones that do the uppercuts, those ones that the bodybuilders always want to get those things showing out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those muscles keep that scapula down on the thorax. So they're back and through, and then lower trap. So you want to work those lower traps, or anything that can work that lower trap, stuff like that below, that'll help to counterbalance this up and through here. So with that working, those things working, those lower traps, serratus anterior, and mobilizing the pec and all that stuff up here, that'll help to kind of rebalance that scapula.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So it'll come along.
I'll tell you, the best my shoulders have felt in the last 20 years is when I got thoracic outlet syndrome.
Oh yeah,
and I had to stretch so much to get rid of that because I was like, I never want this to happen again. So
so you had TOS, huh?
Yeah, and that's actually, it's not where I met Luke, but it's where I really got to know him a lot more.
Yeah.
And,
did he treat you and work with you?
Yeah, he was my therapist at the place.
So that thoracic outlet, if those nerves get compressed and as they come out of the brachial plexus through the neck, they come through the scalenes, they go over top of the clavicle, and you can see all that buildup, callus buildup over the years. So you remember those CrossFit guys that take the front rack position and stuff like that all the time and bang that thing up, they get it calloused and baked and thick.
Yeah, I bet.
So, yeah, and then those nerves, they break off in that area. They go over your first rib and underneath your clavicle, and then they go underneath your pec minor.
Yeah, down through, and then they work in.
Yep, so they come down to your upper arm and all stuff like that. So that can, that really, can you turn your palm up for me and bring your arm up? There you go. Externally rotate, that'll bring that biceps out a little bit farther. Mm-hmm. So anything like those, like serratus punches, dynamic hugs, uppercut work and stuff, all that stuff like that is going to help the serratus anterior with those. There's some really good stuff.
Cool. That'll
help that. Yeah, because I don't think you'd know, sometimes those microscopic tears can be more aggravating than really a full blowout,
Yeah.
And I've seen some guys, treated some guys recently that have had partial biceps tendon tears and full biceps tendon tears. I didn't want to have them repaired.
Right.
It's a bear to work through that.
Well, and I definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a wake up call now. It's a warning.
Yeah. So these things like those scapular stabilizers that we talked about, those are the things you want to keep healthy. Those are the things you're going to want to keep going. So all right, we're going to stop this here now.